TEDxDavenport is happening this weekend. It brings people together to share ideas worth spreading. Andrea Olson with TEDxDavenport is here now to tell us more about tomorrow's conference. I can't believe it's here.
Tomorrow.
I can't believe it. This is such a popular event. I was going through Facebook from years prior that you guys have held this and been like, wow, this is a well-attended event.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we've had it at the Figge Arts Museum. Yep. Few years prior. Now we've kind of expanded, and we had waiting lists of hundreds of people. So the goal was to get a larger venue so we could get more people packed in.
Absolutely. Okay. So I asked you before we were on camera just now. I'm like, so is this like TED Talks? Because I kept calling it that.
Yeah.
And I was corrected, and they're like, no, Morgan, TEDxDavenport. So like, please don't say that on TV. So talk about the difference there.
So technically, these are TED Talks. However,
good. So I was right.
You are right. So there's a slight difference, though. TEDx events came out, gosh, probably in the late 90s, if I remember correctly, and they wanted to expand TED to be something where people could locally have speakers, locally curate, find their own talent, and have a TED actually licensed event in their own hometown. Wow. So that's where TEDx came about. So all these speakers, these are licensed TED events. They're TED speakers, and their talks are going to go on TED.com.
Awesome. Very, very cool. And you might find somebody that's more local or regional, too, that is more accessible in some ways.
Exactly. So we have regional speakers. We have, from kind of the surrounding Quad Cities area, Chicagoland. Mm-hmm. We've got local speakers, like right here in Davenport, Bettendorf. We also have national speakers that have come from different states, Washington State, Florida, Oregon.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So when we talk about sharing ideas worth spreading, to sum it up, what does that mean to somebody who's never been to a TEDx?
So an idea worth spreading is really something that has to be unique to you as an individual speaker, right? Something that is a compilation of your experiences, your backgrounds, your talent, and that idea can be something that's brand new that no one ever thought of before. It can be something that is a different take or an angle on something that exists already. But it has to be something that you and only you can bring to the stage and tell a story about. Wow. We have some speakers that are talking about slavery and genealogy and how they kind of found their history through going through historical documents and kind of finding out their past. But then we have another lady who's speaking on sex trafficking, and she was trafficked herself.
Wow.
And going through that. And then we have a bunch of other folks, a bagpipe player, so it's all over the board. Yeah. It's going to be something for everybody.
Well, I was going to ask you, because there are quite a few presenters. If you just go to the website, you can see everybody that's going to be speaking tomorrow and who some of those people are. And like you said, some of them have unique experiences. Some of them are like inventors of things, and some of them just have this brand new idea that's going to how would you describe people's reactions when you get kind of that idea person on stage? It kind of just seems like a light bulb goes off for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's amazing because they can connect with other like-minded people that have the same passion in the same area. So you get those connections, you get people telling stories, and someone will approach them and say, you know what, that happened to me too. So that experience, that visceral thing is just amazing as an attendee.
Absolutely. Okay, and you guys also you talked about the bagpiper, but you also have musicians and artists and things, people that partake as well tomorrow, correct?
Yes, so we've got actually 12 speakers and performers total for tomorrow. The event is at noon, doors open at 11.
Okay.
It's going to run till about 3 p.m., give or take, because these talks are anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. Okay. So if someone goes a little short or someone goes a little long, it blows everything quickly.
It changes, yeah.
Right. So, and then we'll have a meet and greet with all the speakers in the lobby of the Black Hawk Hotel from 3 to 4 p.m.
Awesome. Okay. So it's a full day, and it's a really popular event, and people can still get tickets for this?
Yes, they can get tickets in advance on Ticketmaster.com or the Adler Theater Box Office, or you can buy a ticket at the door. If you just want to make a spontaneous decision, say, we're going to go and grab a ticket at the box office. They're $20. And if you don't want to sit and watch all the speakers, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Come in, take a look at the roster, sit for the speakers you want, and then enjoy downtown.
Perfect. Okay, so we had the information on the screen, TEDxDavenport.com. If you want any more information, there it is for you. Andrea, thank you so much for coming in and talking about this today.
Yes, thank you.
It's going to be a success.